lights out, and away we go. Vettel does start well. Hamilton might have to move over to cover him, and he does so. The two Red Bulls jockeying for position, almost touching. Ricciardo and Verstappen. Verstappen on the inside, gets ahead of his teammate. Good start there by last week's race winner. Lock up from Lance Stroll a little bit further back down the grid, and are going wide. That's the McLaren there. I think of Stoffel Van Dorn up through the S's. Now we go. It's Hamilton who leads Sebastian Vettel, and then comes Max Verstappen. Daniel Ricciardo's lost another place as well. Not a great start for him.
Yeah, Van Dorn, the big loser there, out on the grass on the outside of turn 2, but the perfect start for Hamilton. Gave him, oh, we got somebody in the gravel.
So Toro Rosso, it's Carlos Sainz in his last race for Toro Rosso, off into the gravel, but he's managed to keep the engine going, and he's not got that car beached, which is good for him, but he is now plumb last. Carlos Sainz is down the inside, goes the Red Bull on Sebastian Vettel. What a move by Max Verstappen. Hamilton out in front, now Verstappen in second.
Vettel caught napping there, down into the hairpin, and the 20-year-old did not need a second invitation to walk through that door.
No, he did not. And also up there, Esteban Ocon down fourth, and here is Kimi Räikkönen going wide, and Nico Hülkenberg through Spoon, rather forcing him off the track, and there's another car. I think it's the Toro Rosso of Gasly that went a little bit wide there as well. Räikkönen is starting to lose places. He certainly lost out on that battle with Hülkenberg, who's in ninth.
And Vettel struggling for pace at the moment as well. All of a sudden, the rest of the pack are on his tail and trying to get around the outside. Difficult from that position for Ocon, but Vettel struggling for speed.
What an opening lap this is. Kimi Räikkönen was mounting another move on Nico Hülkenberg as well. Hamilton leads Verstappen by 1.5 seconds, and now Ocon has got to defend against Ricciardo.
Vettel's got a major problem, major engine problem.
Spark plug was faulty on the grid. Ferrari thought they fixed it. Doesn't look like they fixed it here, because Sebastian Vettel has gone from second at the start down to sixth by the end of the first lap.
There then is Carlos Sainz in the background with a pretty firm connection with the barrier. Let's watch for Vettel. If he's still struggling for power, the Force India of Perez will be past him. He's already on his tail.
Here he goes, Martin, here he goes. Sebastian Vettel has been overtaken by Sergio Perez and just holds off. Felipe Massa is into turn 1, they go.
Box, Sebastian, box. We retire the car, I'm afraid.
Martin, there are so many points, I think, in the last 3 or 4 races we can turn to say that's when the championship swung around. This could be the final nail in the coffin. That could be another safety car, Martin. That's Marcus Ericsson, who's gone off there, and that is the end of his race. It's such a tricky little corner to get right. Daniel Ricciardo right on Ocon's tail. He pulls out, but he's just a little bit too far back to make the move. Christian, I would imagine you are willing your driver on to get past that Force India as soon as he possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely. It's costing us a little bit of time. Yeah, Daniel could certainly run quickly. He's got a bit of a run here. He's got DRS. He has to go the long way around. Come on, Daniel, you can do it. Brave it out. He wants that. Good boy. Great move.
We look now to see Max Verstappen pitting as his teammate Daniel Ricciardo, and then Valtteri Bottas come through, and I think they've chosen the time now, Martin, to get Verstappen in and out, because the next one coming down is Kimi Räikkönen. Can he get out ahead of Kimi Räikkönen? This is crucial for Max Verstappen, and I tell you what, any longer in the pit box there, Räikkönen would have been ahead of Verstappen, and that would have been bad news indeed for the Dutchman.
My DRS is stuck open, my DRS is stuck open. It doesn't close.
He's not happy, is he?
No, he's not.
Understandably, he's not.
Meanwhile, out on the track, Felipe Massa's left the door open for Kevin Magnussen. Magnussen did not need a second invitation, squeezed his ass right past the Williams there. Romain Grosjean squeezes through as well. Kevin Magnussen moves himself up into 8th, Grosjean to 9th, and Massa down to 10th, and Massa's been struggling for tyres.
Good boy!
Going off into the gravel, that's the Williams, and almost colliding with the Red Bull as Lance Stroll comes back out onto the track again.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, look.
Puncture, actually.
Puncture.
Come off the tyre, come off the rim, didn't it?
There's a lot of vibration in these tyres.
Okay, copy. We'll have a look.
He's really struggling with vibration, he says, to get up and running after that last virtual safety car. Max Verstappen will be all over him into the hairpin under braking.
So watch this down to the hairpin now.
Am I allowed to give it everything?
As long as you're sensible and you can take an opportunity, then yes.
Alonso moves out of the way. Hamilton gets past him, but Alonso then cuts in front of Max Verstappen, which is not what the Dutchman wanted. As Fernando Alonso helped out his former teammate there. He moves over as soon as he can, extending his scoring streak to 21 races this weekend. He has won in Fuji before. He has won in Suzuka before. He has seen Sebastian Vettel retire from the race. Lewis Hamilton wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Max Verstappen comes home in second place. It is a 59-point lead at the top of the championship now, with 4 races to go for Hamilton. Daniel Ricciardo holds off Valtteri Bottas to take the remaining podium place.
Get in there, Lewis boy. Beautiful work, lovely managed race. That's a fantastic result.
And for Lewis Hamilton then, with 4 races to go in this 2017 season, victory in Austin next time around might just see him replicate 2015 and win the Formula One Championship at the US Grand Prix.